Yuno, right? So, this is like, I was planning on making a Yuno video for a long time. I actually made one, but it just wasn't good. So I'm gonna just restart over. But right? I feel like Yuno's a very overhated character, and I don't know I don't know why, but for some reason, Yuno's currently like one of my favorite characters. It's just like, I feel like Yuno's storyline like is more interesting than Ashta's, if that makes sense. Now that I finished talking about Yuno's character, I want to talk about his potential power-ups. There's only a few characters that can stop Lucius' plans, and I feel like one of the ways that they're gonna stop Lucius is with Yuno's magic stones. Because in the Elf arc, Zagreus said that Yuno's magic stone has the power to summon souls from the underworld, and I know a lot of people think that Yuno might turn evil, but I don't. Me personally, one, I don't like it. Two, I believe that it's gonna be like something different, because we know with like in the Spade arc, it was Dark Tree and World Tree magic that was able to summon the underworld. So I figure, why let's do the opposite of that. Let's do light magic and like tree magic, and we go to like something like more divine or something. So I feel like instead of like summoning souls from the underworld, he's gonna use his star magic, and this is just a crazy theory. He's gonna use his star magic to summon to go to the heavens or something like that. I feel like that would be like a great parallel to Lucius, because Lucius is like kind of like the Antichrist, right? If you know the Antichrist, he has like the power he try to like pretend to be God, try to resurrect people, and like try to do like all that stuff. And could be like the Jesus, like the real Christ, because and it's not only that, like the way the story has been building up to as a character, how they always like showed him as like the chosen one. I feel like the real Christ versus the Antichrist. I feel like shows that more than Asta does, because like how is chosen and all of that. And that's just one part of like, that's what I want. That's like a personal theory for me. That's something that I want to happen. But like the most like logical theory, I wouldn't say logical, but something that like I see that could happen is falling into despair. And like I said before, I don't like falling into despair, because I feel like that's very cliche and kind of boring. But it could be like in the Elf arc, when turned into elf, but then Lucius turned into a paladin, but then could chose that power and turn into good. But I feel like, even though, how can I say this? I feel like that would be like repeating the same thing that we already did in the Elf arc. So I would rather see something different. But but I could see that as a possibility too, though. But another possibility I see is like getting the fifth leaf clover. Now, me personally, I do not want this theory at all. But I don't know, like I be seeing I be seeing on Twitter that a lot of people say that getting the fifth leaf will like, it's like a, getting a fifth leaf is like, it's like setting up Asta versus basically. Because even though I don't like the fact that turning evil, 'cause I think that's cliche. I do agree with versus Asta probably be the final fight, like how Naruto versus Sasuke would be, and like and Shippuden. But like I said before, I rather like Asta versus be more political than just turning evil. Cause I like Naruto versus Sasuke. The part 2 is my favorite fight, and like in Shonen. So I feel like I'm not trying to, because I don't believe like Black Clover copied Naruto or something like that. But if it was supposed to take inspiration for a final fight between two main characters, I rather it be Naruto versus Sasuke part 2 than just turning evil. Then because that's very cliche and boring in my opinion. But yeah, that's it. Subscribe, give me your honest thoughts on these videos. And I had fun making this video, because like I said, Yuno's a very underrated character, but he also a good character in my opinion. I feel like a lot of people sleep with him, but like in this final arc, I feel like Tabata is gonna be cooking with him, and you're gonna see Yuno do a lot of crazy stuff. So yeah.